What's going on, guys? Nick Adesso Poker here. Thank you for tuning in. And on this week's vlog, we'll be going over a heads-up no-limit match that a poker player buddy of mine, Trevor, played. We did play on WSOP. We played 4 matches of the sit and go style that they have on there, and I did come out victorious 3 out of the 4. So we were happy to see that. With that being said, though, we're gonna go over good things that we did, some things that we could have done better. We're gonna go over some awesome bluffs that we got through, and as well as showing some times when I think I got bluffed, because I think he played some tricky stuff with me at times. So we're gonna go over that, and then moving forward, we are gonna play some more heads-up no-limit matches online, but we're gonna do some in-person ones as well, so you get the live action feel. There's definitely some differences between the two. You get to see more hands, that kind of thing. And for the upcoming heads-up no-limit match in person, we'll be doing cash game style instead of the tournament, so that adds to it. Every chip is every dollar. So with that being said, we're gonna say YOLO, throw those chips out there just as always, and see what happens. What's going on, guys? We're gonna go ahead and start this vlog off with Ace Jack offsuit. This is a strong holding, so we're gonna go ahead and raise it up to 3x. See if we can get some value out of Ace Jack. So we do flop top pair here, but there is 3 hearts on the flop. We do have the Jack of Hearts, which is gonna eliminate some of our opponent's flush draws, so that makes us happy. Plus, we do have that flush draw ourselves. So we're gonna go ahead and check it, see if we can induce a bluff out of our opponent. He checks it back, we get the Queen of Diamonds. That is a good card for us to continue on with, so we're gonna go ahead and bet 90 into 240. See if we can get some value out of, say, pocket 10s, jacks, maybe king, queen. But he goes ahead and raises. So at this point, we do believe that he has a heart in his hand. Maybe it's like a 10 of hearts, maybe he's got like pocket 10s or maybe queen 10, something like that. So then the river comes and it's a 2 of clubs. So at this point, it bricked. The flush didn't get there, so I totally believe that the best hands. We go ahead and put 225 into 600, see if we can get the value out of those hands that we were targeting, 10s, jacks, maybe 7s, 8s, king, queen, something like that. He's thinking and he decides on the fold, so we take that down. So we both call here. I have queen 3 of diamonds here. 8, 2, 3 rainbow. We do flop middle pair, so we are going to place a 3/4 size bet, see if we can take this down, but no, he calls. So the 4 of hearts comes. We're going to see what he does. We check it. He bets 112 into 150. We flat out don't believe him. So then the 7 of diamonds come. The flush doesn't get there. Nothing really gets there. We're going to go ahead and bluff at this. He may have a better hand, but we're going to see if we can get him off of it. So we go 3/4 pot, see if our bluff gets through. We may have been bluffing here, but definitely didn't think that we had the best of it. But he folds, so that's good. So our opponent raises. We have 6, 7 suited. Sometimes we 3-bet this, sometimes we just call. In this case, we're just going to call, see if we can play it incognito, flop something good. So the flop comes and we do flop middle pair. Nothing to go crazy about. We do check it. Our opponent bets. We call. Nothing really more to do there. Then a queen of clubs comes and we check it. Check. Then a queen of diamonds comes. So we go ahead and bet 30 into 240. Not sure why we did that. We weren't going to get much value out of less, I suppose. So we get called and we take it down. So the next pot, our opponent calls. We have king 8 suited. We're going to go ahead and raise this up, see if we can get some good value out of the suited cards like this. So the flop comes and we don't flop much. We do have 1 overcard and a backdoor flush draw. So we're going to go ahead and check it, see what our opponent does. He bets 112 into 150. We're going to go ahead and call. We don't really believe him, and like I said, we had an overcard and a backdoor flush. Turn card comes a king. We do hit our king. He bets, we call. So at this point, the 7 comes on the river. I do think that we have the best hand here. We're going to see what value we can get, but first we're going to see if we can induce in a bluff for him to go all in. So we check it, and he is going to do exactly that. He goes all in. We snap call, and he sucked out on us on that river. He got 2 pair on the river and beat us. That was unfortunate, but hey, such is life, and that's poker. So we go ahead and raise it up with king 10 offsuit. He 3-bets, we call. Nothing more really to do than call there. So we flop top pair with our king with a good kicker, check, and we get a flush draw that potentially comes in. We have the 10 blocker. He goes in and bets pretty big here. Nothing really to do other than just call. Raise doesn't really make sense in this scenario with just top pair. So we're just going to call here. Nothing really else to do.
Then the queen comes. So I think that we have the best here. Definitely, he might have a weaker king, something like that. So I think that we have the best. So we call his 420, and it was an absolute bluff. He had ace 10. He did not get there with his straight. The next hand, we have ace 10. He min raises to 60. We're going to go ahead and throw in a 3-bet there. We 3-bet him to 150, and we'll see if he's going to call. He does call. We don't flop much here. There is a queen out there that would fit his range more than it would fit ours. So what are we going to do here? We're going to go ahead and throw in a continuation bet, make him believe that we hit the queen, and we did not. So at this point, the king comes. He does call our continuation bet. We check, and we totally missed. So we're going to go ahead and try to bluff at this. We're only going to win this if we bluff at it, most likely. We go ahead and put about a half pot, and he snaps us off with queen 3 offsuit and takes it. The next hand, we have king 9 suited. He goes ahead and we min raise, he calls, and we flop a straight. And he's betting into us. So we flop a straight, he's betting into us. He bets 120 into 160, and we're going to go ahead and call here, obviously. Not really much else to do. You can raise, you can get some money in there, but not really a whole lot to do in this situation. You want to kind of rope him in. We decide on a little raise, see if we can get some more in there. You could have just called, you could go raise even more, but we decided on a 2.5x raise. So we're sitting there, we go ahead and bet 350, see if we can get some value. He calls, now the river is there, he goes all in and we snap him off. He has 2 pair, so he rivered 2 pair. He had top pair the whole time, but we had him beat. So that's the end of the first match. Second match, we have pocket queens, we raise, he calls, we flop top set, no flush draw or anything, check, check. 5 of hearts comes, he bets into us, and we have top set. He bets 20, we call. Then the river comes, now we have a full house. So what do we do here? Well, there's 140 in the pot. He bets full pot. Now's the decision time. How much do we raise? See, this is exactly what you want. We have a full house. We have the absolute stone cold nuts, and he's betting into us. What a dream. So we are going to raise here, absolutely. We go to 375. He's thinking, what is he going to do? What is there to do at this point? So he's thinking, we raise. Hopefully we get paid off here. But no, he raises us. So not only do we have the stone cold nuts and he's betting into us, but he's raising our re-raise. So we go all in. He definitely has a 10 here. That's apparent. And how much value can we get out of that 10? Can we get all of his stack here? But no, he folds. We played that pretty well. We did everything that we could do, and he just believed that we had the nuts there, I assume, so he folded. The next hand, we have king queen offsuit. We go ahead and raise it up to 2.5x, see if we can get a call here. We get re-raised for small 3-bet. We call. We flop nothing here. There is a jack out there. We have 2 overcards, so there's not really much else to do other than call. So we go ahead and call, and a 4 comes out there. It's an absolute brick, but he checks it to us, so we check back, and the 8 comes. So at this point, what do? He bets 200. Now we're going to apply pressure here. We min raise to make him think that we have the nuts and are just trying to get value, and he thinks there for a long time. My guess is he probably had the jack, and he just thinks that I rivered the world, and he thinks that he needs to fold because we're trying to milk him. Which in this case, we had king high. So if we get called here, we're going to look stupid. But, hey, such is life. Sometimes it happens. So we're sitting here, he's thinking, and he folds. So the bluff came through. I absolutely believe that he had a jack, even though it didn't show. So the next hand, we have ace-king offsuit. He raises. We're absolutely going to be playing this hand. Question is, how much are we going to make it? Are we just going to call? Are we going to raise it up even more? The answer is, we're going to 3-bet. So he calls the 3-bet. The flop comes 5-10 jack. We do have a straight draw here and 2 overs. So we're going to go ahead and bet half pot here, see if we can get some value. And he shoves. So this is a pretty sick situation here. That is a lot for us to call on 2 overs and a straight. We do have a lot of equity here, but at the end of the day, we can live to fight another day with our chips. And we've been running really good. We've been playing very good, so we'll get him the next time. So we make a fold. Tight fold maybe, but hey, there's always next time. So on the next hand, we go ahead and raise it up with pocket 9s. He 3-bets. after our raise, and we're sitting there with deciding what to do. We're going to put in the 4-bet. We make it 400 to go, and he shoves. So 5-bet shove with ace-2 offsuit, and we're off to the races. We are winning, and the clean river, boom, and we take down the second one. Our 9's held, thank the Lord. All right, so now the third one we got coming up here, we are going to see what we got. We have Jack Queen offsuit. We go ahead and raise it up. He called the 20. We raise it up. We need to get some value out of this good hand here. And let's see. Is he going to call? Is he going to raise? What's going to happen? Is he going to fold? He calls. So 5-2-9 offsuit. We didn't flop much here, so we're just going to sit here, see what he decides to do. We have 2 overs. So we're going to call this just because we have some capabilities. You know, a 10 could improve our hand, or an 8 could improve our hand. A king also improves our hand. So that's a pretty good card. We no longer have the over cards, but any 10 would make our hand. So we're going to still stay in here. We do bet half pot, see if we can get a fold, or we can build this pot for when we hit our straight. So we miss our straight here. We do give up here. This is one mistake that I think that we made. I think that he had queen 2, so we could have bet here. I think if we would have bet about 300, I think he would have folded that deuce. So a little bit of a mistake. We could have played that a little more aggressive and taken that down. But hey, on to the next one. We have ace-10 offsuit. He raises it to 40. We're going to go ahead and see what we're going to do here. We go ahead and 3-bet him. Obviously, we have a strong holding, so we 3-bet him to 100. Now the flop comes 4-2-5. 2 diamonds out there, so there's a flush draw, but we also have a straight draw. So we're going to go ahead and play this hand. Obviously, he bets half pot. We're going to call. Now another 4 comes. This is a potentially good card to get involved in, but we check. He is thinking what he's going to do. He bets half pot here. Now, at this point, I think that we do have the best hand. The only thing that I was concerned about is that he had a pocket pair. We go ahead and fold. This was kind of a tight fold, so looking back at it, I think I would have called because I think our ace high was good. But the next hand, we have 7-4 offsuit. The flop comes 7-2-8. So we flop middle pair, terrible kicker, but we go ahead and bet full pot, see if we can get a fold, and then another 8 comes. So that's going to slow down the action, obviously, but we're going to go ahead and bet half pot, see if our 7 is still good here. A lot of times it's going to be good here. He's been obviously beating me a little bit up on the most recent hands. He raises me to 240. See, this just seems a little aggro for what the board is. I don't really know why he would do this with any other hand. So I'm going to go ahead and call. It is possible that, you know, that he has us, but nope, he calls with king high. So we take it down there, take down a decent sized pot to get us back in it. We had a full house. That was how we wanted to do this. So we have queen 8 offsuit. He raises. We're going to go ahead and call, see a flop. We do flop top pair. It's a rainbow board. We hit our 8. So he checks it to us. We're going to see what's going on here. He bets 155 into 180. Nothing more really than to just call. Raising doesn't really make sense. What are we really representing other than an 8? So not really much other to do than just call. And that's what we do. Then we get a king that comes. That's a little bit of a scare card due to the action. He did raise pre-flop. A king could be in his range, so we go ahead and check it. He checks back, and a 9 comes. So at this point, I am going to go for some thin value. I don't think he would have checked the king with all that was out there. A 9 did come. So we're going to go ahead and put in a bet here of about half pot, see if we can get a call. He calls, and we have the best of it. So maybe he had a 7, maybe he had a 3. I don't know, but we had the best of it that time. So we go ahead and call for 10-5 suited. He raises, we call. At this point, we flop top pair, crappy kicker, but hey, we have to play. Can't really go anywhere. He bets, we call. We had top pair, not really much that we could do. An ace comes on the turn. He's thinking about what he's going to do. I assume he's going to, throw another barrel at this. So he does. He throws in about a 60% pot bet. Not really much else that we can do than just call. Unfortunately, he's putting us in a tough spot. Our kicker may be no good. Obviously, it's a 5. So we just call, and it's a clean river. No spade came, and we had the best of it. We check. He had the 7, and we are good with our 10. So we take down that pot. That was kind of a weird one, but hey, sometimes that happens. So we have ace queen offsuit for the next one. We go ahead and raise it up to 100. He is thinking about calling. It's 2.5x raise. We'll see if he likes his cards. And he 3-bets us. So he 3-bets us, pretty hefty 3-bet to 400. Maybe he's trying to get us to fold. Definitely not folding. We have ace queen offsuit, very strong holding. We're going to go ahead and put in the 4-bet, and he's going to 5-bet jam on us. So he 5-bet jams on us with ace 5 suited. He flops his 5. That's unfortunate. Now he has his ace. Can we suck out him one time? And the king comes, and we are good. So we take him out on this one, and that's how we will end the vlog. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you guys checking out the channel. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more content. Please go ahead and like and subscribe.